Bonjour,
Hey.
welcome to STONXCAST. It's episode 5 of season 2. Ollie, James, VSTs, stuff, news. Hello.
You alright?
Yeah, I'm
so
alright.
the camera's a little bit jip, isn't it?
That's alright. That's alright. You can just see some of my sick,
I'm gonna move it.
oh my god, my brain. my sick stickers on my laptop. Hello everyone, I'm back from the hospital. I had to go into the hospital twice because instantaneously after my operation, my neck just blew up. And I had to go and get it drained by a man, and now I am back.
Hey!
Welcome to STONXCAST. We are going to take you through some music VSTs, VST deals, and some music news centred around VSTs and stuff. And well, what have we been doing this week? Should we catch up a bit first?
Yeah, this week you are mostly been
This week mostly I have been suffering. I went in for a small operation to get a lymph node removed, and then when I left the hospital I got home and my neck just went like that. And I was like, man, maybe this isn't right. So at the last 11th hour at 11:30 I made a GP appointment, and she looked at my neck and she was like, yeah, you need to go to the hospital. And so I had to go back into Wexham Park to have it drained. Since then it's been alright actually. It's been it's been okay.
You don't look too Elephant Man now.
No, yeah,
we got the mighty
I'm feeling. Oh, what's going on, man? Hello. So I'm out of hospital, feeling a lot better than I did when my neck was filling up with pus. Now all the pus is gone from my neck, I can concentrate on music more. Yeah, I know. Well, welcome to STONXCAST. Pus in my neck. Musically, I've also managed to make 2 tracks, which are just stupid, but I really enjoy them. Ollie's been making some really good music as well. He just doesn't think he has. He's been having a right issue, and I think that's pretty much it. We've still been. We were on that podcast the other week. I'll relink the Soundcloud when I'm not in hospitals. I'm glad I did all the social scheduling for that week because I'd have been fucked, wouldn't I?
It's always good, always good.
So things kept ticking over. But so I'm feeling better. It's still pretty fucking painful to be fair, but the doctor feels really bad, so he's going to see me tomorrow, and then I can get all this sorted and I can get back to things. I will also be moving into a larger place. We'll be having STONXCAST from a larger place, hopefully in the next month or so. Because if we put any more stuff in this place, look, you see all the stuff even behind me. It goes all the way up the walls. It's a nightmare.
Are you gonna have an actual studio room?
It'll be a studio room / whatever she wants me to put in it. So sewing machines and
workshop.
Hungarian flags everywhere and stuff. She's a great nationalist.
It's full of wool. It's full of
yarn. Yeah, my significantly better half is a knitter and crocheter by craft and a QA by trade, I guess. So I'm going to tell you my whole life story apparently on the 5th episode of season 2. So why don't you do your bit first, because I've been going first all the time recently.
Alright, what number do I press?
3. Is it 3?
I'm going to go for it.
Woohoo, news!
Yes, it is. You can still hear us while we're fiddling and stuff.
Yeah, that's fine. I enjoy it.
Boom.
Hello.
So here we are. Woo!
Hello.
News of the week. Dun-dun-dun. So last week we had Eventide.
They did the Pendulate, and this is their second one, Generate.
Well, it was all a marketing.
Taken that from the
title. Yeah. Well, it's all a marketing ploy. So pendulate.
It was to simulate a double pendulum that goes like.
They've released Generate, which is the paid for version. Which looks very similar.
Yeah, this looks very similar.
So I don't know what's
newfangled
about it. So
all of it will work. There'll be bits on the first one that don't work, innit?
Yeah, probably. So last week they launched the Pendulate, the free mono synth, and this week they've got Generate, a polysynth. Poly instead of mono.
Yeah, it's a polysynth, and it's got different. I guess it's got the double
revolutionary
pendulum and
clear
others as well.
oscillators for the creation of otherworldly and I can't even say that word.
What?
Abyssal.
I think you're trying too hard.
So at the heart of Generate's 5 chaotic generators create an oscillator that transitions from clean sci-fi to mind-boggling chaos
with territory to explore. I don't know what I'm taking over, sorry.
Yeah, so it's basically when they released that free one, it's because they wanted to get everyone's
that is clever.
Juices flowing for this.
You're going to show them what it sounds like?
Yeah, see what it sounds like. Have I got audio coming out or not?
This is Generate. I've already sorted all that. Don't even worry, mate. This mate, he's having a right Trent Reznor over that, isn't he?
Quite like it. You can probably hear it coming out of this.
Oh mate, that's not going to be as bad as it usually is. Just
I
shout.
suppose. Doesn't it?
Yeah, it sounds like a pretty decent collision or like impact kind of thing, isn't it?
Nice, like, stuff.
Yeah.
So if you tried out Pendulate last week and you're like, it needs more.
Yeah, I'm going to try a Pendulate on my third track of my new EP. I've done the first two now.
So
because I'm not trying very hard at them.
So it comes with 450 presets.
Oh, it's $69 as well. Sorry.
Introductory price of $99 with the Crossgrade price for owners of the Elevate bundle. So $100. I mean,
Law said it sounds good. We might have actually got away with a clean start
for once. So yeah, I thought it was quite interesting. I just saw it pop up in the week.
Yeah. So what? It's oscillators. What is chaotic about them exactly?
Well, it's everything. It's everything the other one was basically. It's just
so it's
a poly version, but the looky things.
Yes, but it said the oscillators in the previous one were sort of emulating normal things with different names. So I'm just wondering if this
Chaotic synth boasts an abundance of modulation possibilities: 2 envelope generators, 2 LFOs, sample and hold, random generate, 8-step sequence. It's all the same. Yeah. It's all the same stuff from the Pendulate.
Oh, mate, it's a synth, innit? It just makes synth noises out of it. Like,
big old nasty noises. The cool thing that I liked about it was that the GUI, as you start fucking with it, creates cool, crazy pictures.
That was cool, wasn't it? Yeah, it screws about and there's...
And then the way that you can do your routing is kind of the same as Reason, pluggy-in-y things.
Yeah,
like
a little bit modular,
kind of
analogy kind of feel.
Yeah.
Nice.
So next up, I've noticed a lot of this stuff popping up recently. There must be a resurgence in...
oh yeah, so I posted like a Game Boy thing the other day.
Yeah, that's it. There's quite a few of them popping up. So now there's the NES Poly.
Oh, this is hardware though.
Yes, chiptune synth. So it's got MIDI in, mono out, power,
and that's pretty much it. And choose some fucking colours, mate.
Kickstarter campaign for the NES Poly hardware synth from Chiptune Synth LLC is underway. As its name suggests, the device is a 4-voiced polyphonic chiptune synth that emulates the classic sounds of the Nintendo Entertainment System.
Nice.
At the core of the device's DSP chip, an analog signal path that closely follows that of the original video game consoles for authenticity. This is the latest iteration of the Arcano NES synth, which originally launched on Kickstarter in 2015. Mm-hmm. So new features, this version includes a full 128 note MIDI range, brand new 8-bit sine waveform, 3 new vibrato LFO waveforms, quantized note slide capabilities, and
quantized slide
effects.
Stroke there.
So
let's have a
MIDI in. You can just plug it into your keyboard and stuff. So it's quite a cool little.
Oh, blimey!
Who's that? Someone's having a go at me.
Is it wrong? Mate, I could have some fun with this. I might keep the flute in the new track, but put some of this in the background of that break bit as well.
So yeah, I thought that was quite fun. Oh, I can't stop it.
Oh no, that's awesome. What? I don't know, was that just on fire?
Why not? What else they say about it? The lowest Kickstarter pledge that includes the device is priced at $239. Oh, quite pricey.
Yeah.
Better off just like destroying a NES yourself.
Yeah, you can just suck it. Yeah.
But anyway, learn more at chiptunesynth.com. So if you're interested in that,
there you go. $259, but it'll be a really cool thing.
Yeah, I mean, if you're into that chip sound and you want some hardware,
yeah, man, it's a nice. It's cool. If I had the money, I'd buy that. Like, even though I don't really need it. Like, go on then.
This I thought was
What's
really
cooking up in the kitchen? That's a free plug for you there, Audio Test Kitchen.
So, I stumbled across this when I was looking at the Sonar reference because I tried to do it with my microphone, which is just a standard microphone, and Sonar reference is basically a monitor fixer, right?
Yeah.
It's a global EQ for your computer that you can apply an EQ to make your speakers more flat. Mm-hmm. More flat?
Yeah.
It's good English.
Flatterer.
And it takes into consideration your room. So it does the whole...
Yep. You have to go and do the impulse.
You have to do that in like 40 different places. And I tried it with my microphone and it gave me a fucking just shockingly bad result. Obviously, because these microphones have frequency responses of themselves. So I've purchased the full version and I'm going to get a proper testing mic and I can do it all properly. Mm-hmm. And then we can have much nicer sound, much flatter speakers. But this You can audition 300 mics with over 200 unboxing videos and instant audio switching. So you can look at all of the frequency responses of different microphones before purchasing them and have a real good listen to how they sound.
Yeah.
So it's an innovative online virtual microphone showroom. It's opened ATK 2.0, celebrate 1.4 million microphone auditions from 80,000 of its users.
Yeah.
Introduces major performance and content upgrades, allowing recording engineers, artists, producers and content creators to effectively test and compare microphones online. And that's one of those ones that's like, it's really tough to, it's like trying to look at what TVs look like online, you know, you're looking at it through your screen. It's really hard to judge what one company has recorded with a microphone.
Yeah, I feel you.
So to actually have a bunch of user generated stuff, you get a real good broad spectrum of other people's rooms, what it's like recording in different places.
Yeah.
So with Audio Test Kitchen, people will be able to decide for themselves because those decisions will be based in sound and not necessarily in brand name. Changes the paradigm. It's a dramatic shift in how people will make decisions about their purchases. Jess Ray Ernest took to Instagram to share his 2 cents, saying this is an amazing tool for the many people that message me with questions like, which microphone is best for male vocals and guitar? Use the app and let your ears decide. Because what one person's favourite mic might not be another person's.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not posh enough. I just think the Rode NT1A does everything.
I've got an MXL 660 or something. It was like 60 quid for a condenser mic.
And then like my backup mic is this, which apparently is a piece of shit. But
the Scarlet one that comes with the Scarlet.
Well, no one's actually told me it's a piece of shit. I just assumed it was.
Well, we could go on there and actually find out on the test kitchen and see what other people have done.
Well, that'd be
so
nice,
the data is clear, reports ATK founder
How
Alex
much is it?
I think it's free. I think it's just a website that you can go onto. Try out audiotestkitchen.com. Boom. It's meant to be. It's like a witch thing. So you can just...
fucking A. Oh, all right. I'm impressed.
Yeah, so you can just go on and go, right, I want to see what this microphone sounds like. And then, go, give me some cookies. Give me the cookies. And then...
nice.
Find some audio. I don't know where that'll be. A full band up here.
There you go.
So you can listen to it, or you can just go listen to just the drums. I want the drums recorded on this mic. Real recordings, microphones, and 11 acoustic spaces under precisely standard conditions. No variations in mic position, signal chain, etc.
That's pretty decent, isn't it? You can properly pick out your mic.
Yeah, so then you've got all of these mics here, and you can go, let's see what this one would sound like. To access, okay, so you need to log in, create a free account though.
It's okay, it's okay.
I don't want to log in now. Nice. But yeah, if you're in the market and you don't know what you want, you could spend hours on here. Yeah. Just like looking at all the different things.
It says in association with Sound on Sound, but I'm not sure if that's the advert that's not loaded above it.
We don't know. But yeah, I thought that was really interesting.
Yeah.
This is a 40-minute video that is worth a watch, and it's something that we do touch on sometimes with the scales that we choose to use or not use.
Yeah.
But it is really something that I hadn't really considered, and it is is music theory racist?
Well, yeah.
So, if you don't know Adam Neely, he's really good. I think he's Berkeley Music or whatever. Proper trained. He's got some real good YouTube, and he goes on about a lot of history onto things, and then he also just does some really good playing. He's a real top-notch geezer. But it's an interesting video. I definitely recommend watching. But it's basically saying that the what we call music theory is 18th century European music, which it is. You know, we only have 12 notes, which is not right. You know, Indians have quarter notes. Quarter notes in between notes and stuff, and we can't just say that's not music theory. Yeah, and like Japanese music, they kind of use a
microtones and stuff.
Yeah, they use a version of the pentatonic scale. It's like 5-note tones and things.
Last tune I made, I didn't stick to any scales.
But then the thing is, even our doors are stuck to like 440 tonal.
Is my door racist? I think it might be.
Well, you have to mess around quite a lot to get these microtones, half notes and things. You know, it's an interesting one. So basically, the
funny thing is I've never looked into music theory beyond. I've never properly looked into the Indian microtones and stuff like that.
No, but you can hear when music is foreign, right?
Yeah.
And a lot of that doesn't fit into the standard music theory.
It's true.
So what we call music theory and what we teach is racist is a pretty harsh tone of saying it, but are saying...
it's coming to a time now where if we're going to get all of this stuff sorted, then we are going to have to slightly generalise these things and be like, do we need to look into this as well?
Should we call it music theory?
I bet it's well annoying as well. I bet there's like some people who will watch this will just be like, oh right, music theory is racist now, but it's just like, you've got to remember that everything was built on racism before.
Everything was built on a hierarchical system.
That's the thing. We're reaching a renaissance now where it's trying to shake loose of the fact that everything was built on hierarchy and racism.
So the point is, it says it here, he claims that for many of us, the default definition of music theory is actually something else, the harmonic style of 18th century European musicians. What's more, he argues that this is a white racial frame of music theory in which the views and ideas of white people are held to be more significant than the views of non-whites.
Yeah, I do see where it comes from.
It's quite a black and white way of looking at it. But it kind of is, it is what we teach. Are you a Trinity musician? Have you gone to Berkeley to do... No. It's like, actually, if you're looking into music history, then the whole idea of having 440 as a standard A-note tuning was only as people started travelling more, orchestras weren't playing with each other, because the violin from Hungary and a cello from France were tuned differently, because they had, even in these different, regions of Europe, they had different sounds.
Even with different climates would change the sounds.
Exactly, and then you start looking at African music, and there's the African rhythms now play a big part in dance music. You can see that that's kind of come across.
I wouldn't be able to make a track without like
syncopation
I think if
and
you
all
look
that
at
kind of thing.
Because my music, especially at the moment, is really eclectic. But even if you look at like the 15 influences that I have in there, like 11 of them are probably from like black or at least foreign culture, like because it's all claves and stuff like from South America as well.
All of rock music comes from blues, and all the blues comes from post-war.
So it's interesting. So it's definitely nice to see this being looked into with the detail that it is.
It's a 40-minute video, but I definitely say it's well worth a watch. And then while you're there, binge a bunch of Neely's other stuff, because he's a very learned gentleman, as he is. So this was another one that was the chiptune. I said there's a lot of this stuff popping up now, so if you're not a hardware and you want some software,
if you're not a hardware,
you are not hard and you are soft, then put some coins in the slot for this Kickstarter. So this is a VST of pretty much the same thing, but it's made by a former Moog engineer,
David Molnar.
Give me some sound.
Hi, I'm
He just sat there and
He looked like he was just having the worst time before they made him start talking.
With High Score, you are not limited to the sounds of any one vintage computer or game system.
So this is like meant to be covering the whole of chiptune.
Mix and match sounds, create intervals and chords, and more.
Yeah, it's like the chiptune massive, isn't it?
The factory library is chock full of awesome retro sounds.
So all of these amazing, awful noises, and we had a couple of free ones like last week or a few weeks ago. So I don't know if there's a big chiptune renaissance,
may well be
resurgence.
Yeah.
So he may have spent his career designing gear for the likes of Moog Music and Line 6, but David Molnar says that there's always one product he wanted to make, an instrument that recreated the sounds and music from 80s video games. Well, now he's gone and bloody made it into. iScore's a contact-powered synth that promises fat leads, retro basses, arpeggiated chords, and it's stuffed with 80s-inspired presets. There's also a computer speech sound that can be played back at the press of a key. iScore features 3 wave generators, noise, envelopes, LFOs, plus a filter and a step arpeggiator. There's also a note delay and speaker simulator effect, while the randomizer will generate a random sound in the category of your choice. iScore runs both in Contact 6 and the free Contact 6 player, and is currently on Kickstarter. It could be for yours for as little as $29. If you go through the early bird pledge, through other pledge options, there's the 251 that could get your own custom word or phrase in the software. We just pay 250 and get it to Stonx.
No, it was gonna be like butt plugs or something.
Butt plugs. Butt plugs.
Also, if you get a copy of Computer Music, apparently you get 70 free plugins. At the moment. I saw at the bottom of that. That's a free Stonx one for you.
Where's that?
That's just out of the bottom. There you go.
70 plug-in instruments with a...
Who still gets magazines?
Yeah, no.
Why have Pioneer... can I just redirect your bit for a sec? Why have Pioneer launched a new fucking, £1,000-odd fucking thing in the middle of this? Anyway.
Big brain.
No, yeah, I know, but it will sell.
So, we had 808 Day a few weeks back.
No, we have
909 Day the other day.
Roland!
So, there's a bloody day for everything nowadays, isn't there? Unappreciated upon release, Roland's TR-909 drum machine reshaped musical era and still set standards for new generations. When it comes to legendary names among drum machines, Roland stands firmly at the top.
Africa Bambaataa.
You made me lose my dongo. Created a number of seminal beatboxes that pounded their way into collective consciousness over the years thanks to the innumerable hit tracks in which they've appeared. From the delicate pitter-patter of the CR78 that opens Phil Collins' In the Air Tonight to the shutter-shaking TR-808 kick that rumbled through Africa Bambaataa and the Soul Sonic Forces Planet Rock. That was a fun one to say. Yeah. These machines have shaped the soundtrack of the last 4 decades. We were talking about this, we both still use samples of those for our kicks and things. It's just become a good fatty Bambaataa.
Yeah, if you want boom on your kit, you stick in 808.
I mean, 808 is trap music just came from distorted 808s, right? Pretty much, that's it.
Yeah, literally.
So, while prices of the original 10,000 units inevitably escalated out of reach of the average muso, hardware and software developers alike have cloned and copied it a bunch of bloody times. So, this is just a little article about all of the other ones that have been come and gone. Revolution 909, and then a bunch of virtual ones.
Oh, nice, yeah.
So, TR-909 software rhythm composer, that looks like Reason.
Yeah.
D16 group drummers on audio Reason drum machine. So I just thought it was an interesting one. I mean, I'm not a big hardware guy, but I know a good few people are.
Yeah.
And
well, we want to do something for them as well, don't we?
Yeah, I mean, if you're into this stuff and you've always wanted a 909,
we want to give them something. I mean, we just told them Music Theory's racist.
If you always wanted a 909, there are options out there, man.
Yeah.
You can get these sounds via some other.
Oh my god, it's so weird. The chat's not about how shit our audio is. That people can actually talk to each other for once.
This is one I thought was actually quite cool. I don't have a push. I don't want a push. I'm a keyboard and mouse guy.
Yeah.
Control D, and that's all you need.
Yeah. Copy paste. Copy paste. Copy paste.
But finally, Machine are releasing Machine Plus, so it moves away from the computer and the DAW, and it's a standalone. I thought Machine could be a standalone anyway. No, I thought that's what people used to say. It's different. Double check. No, because I thought it was the MPCs.
No, I thought it was the APC. You had to have Ableton, and the Machine was a standalone. Double check it later, anyway.
Yeah. So the standalone version of the Machine's beat-making platform has long been rumoured. So.
No.
Just no. Particularly in light of Akai's decision to take the MPC range back out of the box. See, I thought MPCs were the ones.
Yeah, apparently so. The APC is just the big Ableton controller.
So the machine, this is a machine that's been a long time coming. NI tells us that it's had a proof of concept prototype for as long as 2014, but only now has it created a product that it's happy to release. So we're treated to a socially distanced demo of Machine Plus, and while in many respects it sticks pretty closely to its stablemate's workflow, several things make it stand apart. So what I was reading is that it has Massive and some other stuff all built into it. From the outside it looks strikingly similar to the Machine Mark III, but under the hood it's a different story. It's packed with an Intel Atom quad-core processor, 4 gigabits of RAM, 32 gig of storage. Benefits a product that's designed to be used away from your studio, and it comes in a seemingly robust anodized aluminium case, so you can fucking smack it. All audio I/O and other connectivity is positioned on the back of the device. The mic input has more gain in comparison to previous machines, and the dual USB ports mean that you can plug in both a class-compliant MIDI keyboard and separate audio interface if you wish to, which replaces the built-in I/O. So that could be quite cool.
Yeah.
You could then have a big fucking 16 I/O. And run a whole band and do some fucking crazy live shit. Yeah. So at launch, only native instruments interfaces will be supported, but compatibility with third-party models may be added later if the demand is there. Cool. So they do some 8 and 16s and stuff, don't they? They do some big ones, I think. So it runs an optimised Linux-based OS, ships with a carefully select bundle of software. This includes not only the 8 gig Machine factory library that contains drum kits, instruments, patterns, bass synth, NI's 5 drum synths, but also some classic NI plugins, FM8, Massive, Monarch and Prism. So basically, you can do everything. You can do everything you want with that. That's well more than enough. You also get a selection of reactors and Contact Factory instruments, along with the Retro Machine Vintage Synth collection.
So you're sorted.
Yeah. Without a door. You can just totally go doorless. So,
go on, let me show
Machine
you.
Plus expansions, Deep Matter, Lilac Glare, Solar Breeze, so they'll have some... Oh, they're included, and you also get a voucher for 2 additional machine expansions of your choice. More than 70 of these will be available at launch. Oh. So that's what it comes with, and if you're a jazz guy, you can download a bunch of jazz samples. If you're a trap, dubstep,
if you're a trap
whatever,
jazz guy, you can download both.
You know, whatever.
Might make some trap jazz.
I'll make some trap jazz.
Right, let's have a little looky.
So,
I want to have a look on the video.
I just want to see if we can see how much it is yet.
Oh, really? Fucking loads. It'll be
probably. But
there you go, €1,299.
That's not bad, because it costs like, what is it, 700 to 900 for Push and Ableton.
Yeah, that's true.
So, and then that doesn't give you any of the, doesn't give you Massive, FM8, Diddly Bop, Bitly Bang, Hootly Bit, Hot in it, all of the others.
Yeah, but you get...
you get Ableton stuff, but if you're an NI geezer, then...
you don't have to just be one, do you? You just
no, you don't. You don't, but you do if you're spending £1,000.
No, I suppose, yeah.
I'm going to go up to this guy because it's him playing it rather than that one at the bottom. There's going to be some geezer talking.
I bet he's not.
Introducing Machine Plus. I want to see that Scott. What's his name?
So this is what I'd do with it: is ram a vinyl next to it.
That's the thing with IOs. You can do some cool shit. Swing the camera around so that no one can see what you're doing.
Yeah, but all anyone ever does on them is trap.
Honestly, spin Scott. Jungle geezer. Keep pressing more buttons than that. Oh yeah, so then you sing in with it. Yeah. So also, what would Beardy Man do with it?
Yeah, well, yeah. If you get I presume it has looping function with the audio. And
well, it would be a part of his whole massive thing, right?
Yeah.
So, for the likes of us computer people, I don't think it's going to be that.
Oh, someone's getting itched in the chat, mate. Like, grab your coat, you pulled. Apparently, numbers fucking being exchanged and all that jazz. Right, is that the end of your bit? No, you've got one more.
No, I've got one more. I was just saying. I was just looking at what's going on in the chat. Oh, it's Rich and Morph. Yeah, so I think for the likes of us, it wouldn't make much of a difference. You've got 3 bits of hardware there that are just stacked up and not even plugged in.
Yeah, I'm going to use them soon. It's just I'm in a house. But
there's a lot of people that are very tactile with that, and they do like to do that. I reckon that could be some cool live... Well,
yeah, that's the thing. I've got enough stuff to play with at the moment.
I reckon there could be some cool shit coming from that.
Yeah.
I do. I do.
So I got
one more, and I think you're going to talk about this one as well.
Yeah, you can talk about it better though.
So I saw this. I don't know. It's not a free one, is it? I think it's just a new one coming out. United Plugins has announced the availability of a sound transmutator. I just like the name, which is described as a cutting-edge crossfading tool to transition between tracks, song parts, or whole songs. Here's the story in their own words. Am I going to read that? Am I going to read the whole story? Is that what I'm going to have to do? Oh, that's a long story.
Let's just
let's do it. I'll do it. As anyone involved in door-driven modern-day music production can clearly testify, the commonplace crossfade effect, simply speaking, making a sound be heard gradually as another disappears or becomes silent, can be useful, but boring. But do not fear, for Transmutator is here. Having many uses, including transitioning between different sections in a track from verse to chorus, build up to drop, mixing between 2 songs such as a DJ set or sound design by fusing and morphing 2 elements together in various ways. Whatever way anyone chooses to use Transmutator, it opens up a whole new level of creativity and enjoyment available to all as a beautiful combination that is well worth investing in, so says the guy who made it. Indeed, it's simply the case of inserting the audio effect plugin in the track, then feeding a second track into its sidechain input. Integral to Transmutator's eye-catching, easy-to-use GUI, it's a large mix dial, and I do like big knobs.
Yeah, this is what I was saying.
Transitions from input A to input B. Using many modes, 16 in fact. Filter, high pass filter A to low pass filter into B. Spectrum uses spectral processing to separate tonal and noise elements. Morph using the advanced spectral algorithm to blend the two. Stereo splits the input into the mid and side components. Pan splits the inputs into their left and right components. Transient splits the input into their transients and tail components. Dynamic splits the input from their quiet below the threshold and loud above the threshold components. Follow measures the amplitude shape of both inputs. Liquid spills the coffee on your computer. No, wait. Splits the input into 64 spectral bands.
Ah, yes, because liquids are known for their 64-ness.
Multi splits the inputs to 6 frequency bands. Diffuse uses spectral processing to create random variations in closer.
In each frequency.
No. Oh, sorry, I missed a line. Each frequency. Wash uses reverb to make input A seem to get further away as input B gets closer.
Blur or a Britpop band from the late 90s.
Uses spectral freezing and blurring. Pitch uses pitch shifting to slide up or down by 2 octaves. Shift uses shift frequency shifting to slide up and down by 1000 hertz. And degrade uses digital distortion to degrade the audio creativity. So that is all stuff you can do in Ableton by stacking.
That last word was creatively, not creativity.
It doesn't make
Did all of
difference.
that and you just fucked it, didn't you?
That's all stuff that you could do anyway, and actually by reading that it just makes me think, oh yeah, I'll just build a bunch of Ableton racks that do it, right?
Exactly. That's what I do though. It's just like, that sounds odd.
But changing the behaviour of each mode is instantly within easy photorealistic reach. I suppose even if you did make an Ableton rack, you could then use that live. But I'm thinking for live, that's kind of a cool idea to
yeah, man.
To do. Ultimately, it's perfectly possible to automate the mix control in the host DAW to painlessly progress from verse to chorus to build up to drop, with Transmutator taking care of quickly creating clever transitions to take music production to the next level.
Does it just... So it's a crossfader that will just put a drop in between your tracks?
It's a crossfader that will do some other stuff in the middle.
I'm intrigued. Is it free?
So, no. Pricing and availability. JMG Sounds Transmutator is available for a limited introductory price of $19 and going up to 69.
Yeah, 19 till the 30th of September. Euros.
No iLock dongle or internet access is required. All United plugins use license files for activation, and owners can freely use purchased software on all of their computers as long as they are the user.
Mm-hmm.
So,
fair enough. Sounds kind of interesting.
$19 is kind of cool. I mean, you could, like I say, make those in Ableton yourself.
Yeah, but then you wouldn't have a big knob.
Then you wouldn't have a big knob.
No, what's the point of being alive if you don't have a big knob?
So it might be fun to mess around with. $19 might be worth a shot.
Yeah, exactly. I've messed around with some fucking more dangerous stuff for $19. Is that you done then?
That's me done. Yeah.
Alright, well I will. What number did we press for my fucking V again?
You got to press 2.
2. Right, we are going to the land of VST. Please kill me. Please kill me. Hello there. Right. What I've got for you here, I shouldn't do accents. So BPB, my boy, they never answer my shout outs, my boys. I don't think they've really got an Instagram, to be honest, so I'm probably just shouting out to a blank thing. So use free sounds, free to use, they're free to use, but do not abuse them. If you abuse them, they are no longer free.
That should be in the T's.
Yeah, it should be in every sample pack T&C. So Underground Sounds is 1.81 gigabytes of royalty-free audio content. This includes sounds that were captured with 2 rather unusual recording devices, a geophone and a hydrophone. Now I know hydrophone goes underwater. Is a geophone
goes under rock?
Into rock?
How does that work?
Yeah, let's work it out. Here we go. We'll have a Stonx investigative... Sorry, I hate that word. Geophone.
I did see a good video that was the geezer.
A geophone is a device that converts ground movement velocity into voltage, which may...
Oh, that's cool. So yeah, it does actually just put it in the cracks of...
Yeah, so you genuinely... It measures... Is that almost putting, like, changing seismic activity to sound?
I suppose.
Well, Mr. Richter, eat your heart out. So that's what a geophone is. So these sounds have been recorded with one. Bloody hell, look at this. This is way more interesting than I thought it was.
Kick me, Mike.
What'd you do?
I just kicked the microphone.
It's alright, it's a minor ting.
Minor ting.
So this is, it's got a special discount. It's not quite free, sorry kids, but it's only $16 for 550 gigabytes of sounds. I'm going to get this because I like spending money, and I never know if I have a future or not these days, so well, who cares? Yeah, it's very low price.
So the only thing when you told me about this earlier, my initial thing was like, we were chatting on one of the streams I was watching this week about... why my Foley sounds shit.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
it's because
yeah.
I use metal and plastic. And
yeah, and apparently you should be using
more wood and
human
stones and more like
yeah.
fruit and stuff like that. So initially I'm like, oh, I don't want Foley from like metal things, but that's all I've been using before and it works. But it's just
you got to remember, I mean, it was only an opinion you got.
Yeah.
Although it's a very good opinion, so it doesn't necessarily have to be gospel. But anyway, these have been put together.
No, I'm just saying that was my initial thing was like, it's a shame that it's like And then the Hydra thinks you should have some water.
There's 550 gigabytes. It's probably not all metal, isn't it? But yeah, anyway, you get a special. Yeah, I've got some ting. You get a special discounts, and it's 550 gigabytes of set. I mean, that's just gonna fucking ruin your hard drive.
Yeah,
I've just got a space for that. That's mental. But anyway, so we'll have a listen to them and see if any of them are worth using. This is the real world test. So this is in Eekland, I believe is how it's pronounced.
Yes, definitely. That's definitely how
just to insult every Icelandic person ever. Sorry about that. I don't know why I did that. So let's go.
A great sample.
Thank you to Zoom for sponsoring this video.
Thank you, Zoom.
Yeah, they do make good recorders. Oh, we got to watch an advert about them.
No. Get rid of the advert. Ain't advertising.
Sneaky.
Ooh.
So that's probably the hydrophone.
Time for another real world test.
Real world test.
We're using the
Hit me with a test.
Hit me with your real world test.
Hit me.
Seismic measurements.
Oh no, this must be the geophone then.
Faint vibrations from various materials and even soil. Come with us as we travel around Iceland.
Is this also an advert for Iceland? This just occasionally chuck a couple of tourism. I rate that. I really like that.
I'm standing here in front of this incredible airplane. It's a DC-3 that crashed
it's just
here
airplane randomly in the middle.
Sadly,
yeah, and they're just going to smack it,
but
they?
actually, it's not that sad because it does something that only people who work with sound realize, and it's vibration. It creates incredible vibration sounds, and I'm gonna record them. We're gonna
fucking record them. Yes.
This guy has the best job.
Plus the Loam geophone. So let's record these sounds. You can listen to them, and also if you're a music maker or you are a sound engineer who loves to create drone sounds, these are the sounds.
These are the sounds. These are the ones.
Here we are.
Hello. I like people who pop up.
What I already saw is that with the AKG I need phantom power, and with the geophone I do not need phantom power. What I can do is, this is a magnet, so I have to find spots that are magnetic.
Cool.
I can start.
Yeah, the Loam geophone might be quite cool, but it's expensive though.
With the AKG I can just use blue tack and put it all over. So now what we're doing is, we start recording with the Loam. I already found a really nice spot. Come with me.
I'll come with you. Let's go.
I love this video.
Okay, now I found a really nice spot here. Now listen to this. We're just switching from my voice to the sound of the Loam. Just listen to this. It is insane.
I can't hear it.
Now that we know how it sounds like with the Loam, it's time for the AKG right now. So let's
let
see
me
how
enjoy
it sounds. We're using the same
You can
spot.
hear it, hopefully. I can't hear it.
Yeah, I'm going.
Damn.
Well, I'm assuming this was pretty cool.
Assuming it sounds like.
Hit this stuff, you get this, right? Or if it would rain, then you have the rain drip. But you don't get this low frequency, this constant drone. If you want to step up your sound design game and you want to get these sounds, then you have to get the Loam geophone.
We have to.
But you have to.
Yeah, we have to.
We have to now, boys.
Well, that's it.
Sold out.
Gotta get one. I bet it's well expensive though. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed those sounds. But yeah, these are free anyway, so you can get them for free.
No, they're not.
No, they're not.
$16.
I'm just lying. But you can use a code, and I thought it said free at one point. Maybe I was wrong.
Free to use.
Free to use.
Releases free underground sounds. Free to use sounds.
So, why does it?
Go on to that other thing, because it did say download. What happens when you press download? Let's do some sleuthing.
Wait. Oh right, you get so the free to use sound bundle is not 550 gig. You get extra. It's like, so if you buy that and then you can get an extra 550 gig if you use the bed producer code.
Click on the thing.
Click on this.
Go back to that second link you're on.
Hang on, let's have a look.
Because there was. Go back to the other fucking page you was on.
What, this one?
Yeah. Press download. Buy now 0. Fucking yeah, it's free.
There you go, it's free.
Something's free.
Just dox myself.
To your business
Yeah, I know.
email. Processing. Bam.
There you go.
Free as that.
There you go. So that's properly free, so you can get them. They'll be really cool. Moving on.
Tried this one before and it really confused me because
Really?
like half the stuff isn't turned on in the free version.
Oh no,
It might have
really?
been Grallium 1 though that I tried.
Fair enough. But yeah, I was looking. Basically, there aren't many free, decent. Are these all free versions as well? Maybe there are. So I was looking for a free auto tuner for all you people who want to make SoundCloud rap and all that madness.
The mad team.
Oh, the madness thing. So yeah, essentially this is meant to be one of the better free ones.
Yeah, I mean, it was quite easy to use because you just press what notes you want at the bottom and it shifts it into it. But I didn't find it very natural. But then I think all the things that made it natural weren't turned on.
Yeah, fair enough. I mean, it could be the full edition that actually gives you that, and the other one will just give you the effect of it, won't it? But yeah, have a look at this.
If you don't want it natural, that's great.
It's got pitch tracking modulation, changes the type of speakers, generates throat sounds, create choruses, make octave sounds, and enriches the voice to make it more masculine. Fucking it's now the fucking auto-tune sexist. The fucking theory's racist. It's a bloody nightmare these days. It's PC gone mad. Oh god, I hate people that say that. So yeah, like basically free edition you get the pitch shifting and the pitch correction, and the Grallian full edition you get everything. The philosophy is Plato and fuck you. So we care a lot about your signal and how to preserve it. Refined tuning has been given multiple times to ensure the cleanest sound quality. So basically,
yeah, it didn't sound. No.
Well, let's have a bang, eh?
See what I mean? It's very like robotic.
Yeah, I mean it makes it sound like auto-tune from like 10 years ago. Let's try this.
Two places we don't know in all this light. All I feel is dark.
That's not too bad.
Two places we don't know.
That's terrifying.
In all this light.
What about bit crusher modulation?
There we go.
It's definitely a bit crusher.
It is definitely a bit crusher.
Why'd you have that in a pitch corrector?
In case you wanted to correct the pitch into
Just see one and see if it actually fixes the... Well, that's quite fun. Yeah,
like I said, it's pretty decent.
Yeah,
but it's
it seems like a
definitely on the robotic side of
it
things.
seems like pretty meat and potatoes auto tune. But it's free. Have a look at it. Maybe it'll get you into the real one, or just get the fucker to sing it right. Either way, I know it can be they can be tricky on like the 15th take though, and you start like opening up auto tuners on the internet. Like maybe
I'll just fucking choke through this and tell them that
yeah, we've all been there.
no, mate, you're a robot.
Yeah,
that's what it sounded like when you sung it.
Yeah. No, you sung it, robot, mate. Yeah, it's fine. This is interesting because I like percussion.
What is it? What do you do?
It's trailer percussion, which I had to work out what it was. But basically, it's loads and loads of cinematic samples.
Cool.
So it's almost like another
Donks,
little...
banks, wonks and janks.
Yeah. So it's like imagine the density light thing that was going around. I think it does a similar kind of set of samples. Sorry, I just got my belly out.
Punches, anvils, metallic foley.
So yeah,
this was the metallic foley one that I was like, nah.
Oh, what were we rinsing on the other one for?
No,
then?
the other one's-
Sorry,
sorry,
Underground Sounds. So, yeah, what the fuck were we talking about? We were about metallic sounds. The geezer's got the fucking thing in a rock. Oh, he did have it in a plane as well, though, didn't he? So, yeah, let's have a listen to Ferrum, which sounds like something that would collect under your foreskin.
Oh, lovely. Jesus Christ. Oh, yeah, something to go.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I can dig
I love anything that's sort of cinematic sounds as the most like intense fucking trailer. That's pretty cool for free. It seems like it's got quite a lot of different ways. Look, you can like place the mic around and stuff. It's a free edition though, so expect half of it not to fucking work. But yeah,
can it work on Contact Player? Or
it works. It says down here. It literally says in a sentence. Seems to work fine on the Contact Free player.
Good, because I've had a few things that were like
it's a tricky one.
Free contact libraries that don't work because it's the player, and it's like, oh, you fuck off.
But yeah, so as we've said before when we were talking about density, a really good way of getting that extra depth and sort of girth to your track is by using Foley effects in the background. Score was saying, or Ollie, I don't know which one to call it, might have very bad processing issues. So Ollie was saying something that he's now going to enlighten you to.
I have no idea what the fuck you were talking
it's alright, we'll just crack on with it. So yeah, basically oh yeah, we were going to say yeah, you don't, it's because neither of us listen to each other even though we're like looking at each other. So what I was going to say is it can really add an extra like depth and dimension to your tunes using these Foley effects in the background. They're not just for the like movie makers and video producers and stuff. Use them in your tracks.
It's great on sound design as well, like just to add clang to your kicks.
Yeah, you want to extra clang and stuff, and always just rip the sample apart and put it back together. Do like loads of fun stuff with it.
That kind of thing.
Yeah, you can run it through some granular. You can run these. These would be really cool to run through Iris. You know, Isotopes like sample-based synth. Yeah, so you have a look at them. So yeah, this has got a free edition. Might get you onto the Foley side of things. I know it certainly stepped up my music. It just made me start doing stupid things, to be honest. But I'm really enjoying it.
It's good. I think you can bridge gaps between hi-hats and snares and get more organic kind of like.
Yeah. It's just a nice. Yeah, you can get really nice like sucks in and like it works well with reverse kicks and stuff like that. Ollie was talking about this transmutator, and I found it for 17 quid. So it's usually 50 quid, but you can get it for 17 quid on, and you can get Isotope Trash 2 and UJam Carbon with it. The best plugin in the world is Isotope Trash 2. I've only just gone past the presets and actually started fiddling with the actual plugin, and it's so cool.
You can do too much with it.
Yeah, it's so cool. It's really funny though because I saw someone post the other day, and I won't name names, and it's not like a big dig or anything, but he was like, "Oh yeah, I've heard like Isotope Trash 2 is like a really good mastering plugin," and he was like, "Who told you that? Like, what? Like you'd have to use it on like one setting as like a slight saturator as part of a change.
Yeah, it probably is quite good. I literally use it as a decimator.
Yeah. So this will get all your crossfades going. I might have a little video of it actually doing something on here. Let's have a look.
Yeah, that'd be good.
16 modes of transmutator. Degrade. The only mode I'd need.
That seems quite. That sounds quite nice as well.
I started watching the Big Nog go, right? Shout out to Morph. Okay, cool. This is quite cool.
Man, that seems to do its thing.
Yeah, bring the other one in the right. I'm not watching all bloody 16 of them. You get the idea, and it's really cheap here as well. It's less than 17 quid, and you get Isotope Trash 2 and UJam Carbon. I want to have
What's
a quick...
UJam Carbon?
Well, that's
I've got-
literally...
I've got
I was going to
Trash,
quickly have a look and see if there's a demo for it.
UJam Carbon.
Because I've got this.
But you've not installed it.
In and out of hospital all of the time. Right.
Toughest element.
Let's have a look. You better just have a video on it straight away. It's quite like... Look at that. Look at this geezer. He's like haloing up with his guitar. Where's the video? Oh, don't dick me about. You fucking waste of my fucking time.
Find it on Plugins the Bucatico.
The boutique.
Bucatico.
You must go to the boutique. Okay, plug.
Plugins the Bucatico.
UJam Carbon.
UJam Strawberry.
Oh, RS2 still a tenner. Oh, they really don't like that synth.
No, there isn't.
What was I meant to be typing?
UJam Carbon.
That's it, Carbon. There you go.
Carbon.
Do you like Carbon?
Carbon. Video.
Oh shit, that bundle's usually 211 quid.
Ooh-wee.
Let's have a... Which is it going to tell me? Is that this one better be huge? What? Why? Why would you put 2 trash videos in there? I mean, I like trash, but can you not? All right.
Yeah, Carbon.
Overview. Just I want to
Underview.
just.
What do? What Carbon do?
Introducing Virtual Guitarist Carbon by UJam Instruments.
What do?
Virtual Guitarist Carbon is different than anything we've created before. Carbon goes beyond a realistic metal guitar.
And
It is a storytelling super weapon for adding suspense,
oh yes, a storytelling
edge, and
super
momentum.
weapon.
Do you know what What's really useful is I've been
Carbon is
struggling to
hot,
make
heavy, and
those
in your face
guitar-y
and
bits
needed
come out in the Alan Ham
to the entire
symptoms.
world. We recorded a modern new metal 8-string guitar, created a custom processing chain.
Oh, that
and
seems pretty sick.
Oh, I can put
actually.
8 strings in my tracks
simply
now.
could not exist in the real world.
That sounded like the fucking Doom soundtrack or something
Carbon
though,
will
like
make
Mick Gordon,
you
didn't
stand
it?
out. Instrument mode. Play and create your own riffs and themes.
Oh.
Build your wall of sound by moving amp stacks over a virtual stage with our
Stacks.
new layer. Instant ultimate.
Hey, that
back.
seems pretty sick actually.
Yeah.
For like,
Free.
Turn your guitar into a spaceship.
turn your guitar
Send
into
it
a
into
spaceship.
caves, gated filters, or crazy sound clouds. Using the finisher custom effect algorithms.
Alright.
For sounds ranging from the raw power of a new metal guitar to futuristic.
Yeah, so-
Morph said the video was the first link. You were just scrolling through shouting at him.
Carbon.
Carbon. That sounds pretty cool.
Download Virtual
Yeah, man.
Guitarist Carbon for free now and try it for a full 30 days. Go to ujam.com.
Quarterbon. Looks like Quarterbon.
Corbin. Corbin.
So you've got that from what? From buying something?
Oh, apparently it looks stick.
Looks sick. Got him.
Right.
You want to go back?
Anyway,
over there?
yeah, sorry, just guide me back to my part of this. So yeah, that's you can get this free on Plugin Boutique along with Isotope Trash 2. That's all the guitar you're ever gonna need
Yeah, man. Carbon
to do
does
like
seem pretty
experimental like Jimi Hendrix effects and shit with trash as well.
Cool. Yeah, Carbon seems pretty good.
Carbon.
Carbon.
It has to be said like carbon.
That seems pretty cool. I want it now.
Where was I anyway? Oh, this one.
Oh god, this one.
I've got to get the right video. It's well funny.
I think it wasn't. What is it first?
Oh no, I'm not going to tell him. Yeah, that's the right one.
It's there. So if you need more of that in your life,
So I've obviously. So it sounds like inside my head. Literally, that's almost the noise that gets played when I have sleep paralysis.
the sound of my sleep paralysis.
Literally. So anyway,
We can only hear through the monitors.
oh, what?
Press play again. I'll look at the audio out. It should be coming out.
Seems alright.
Oh, Morph's never wrong though, so we're probably wrong.
I don't know, mate. It might just sound like that. Well, either way, I'm not really sure. I don't know how we'd fix that at this point because it seems like it's coming through the audio output
It
capture.
says it is.
Yeah, everything looks alright.
Our monitors aren't on.
It could just be because we were playing fucking horrible noise.
Our monitors aren't on, so that's coming through the shitty little...
Yeah, no, it must be coming through because our monitors aren't on. Anyway, well, alright. So essentially, I was looking through this, and it's meant to be something that you can load photos into, but apparently it does this like spectral time shaping as well.
What was it saying when we were reading it? It said it does time stretching with mouse.
With mouse, yeah. So you scroll your mouse over the spectral bit, and it time stretches essentially. So it seems pretty cool. And it just makes fucking horrible demonic noises. So it's 30 quid. It's probably the most expensive thing I'm trying to rep, but it's just fucking hilarious. And I really want it.
Considering you can get Cardabon and
well, we'll have
like £2.
Yeah, we'll have a
wouldn't
quick
really
look.
want that.
Yeah, apparently it's really quiet as well.
But the other things were okay.
Was everything else okay, or was it just that video? So anyway, because all the levels look okay to us this time. So what we're looking at is it's got a layer system similar to Photoshop's with layer groups that you can put various. Apparently, it's been since the news section. Don't know what's happened.
Not since the VS.
We'll have to run through it now and we'll work it out afterwards.
We'll have a look.
But yeah, so it gives you layers like Photoshop, so you can use different blending modes, etc., etc. So that's quite interesting.
We can't have one episode that actually works.
No, we can't have an episode that works. That'd just be too much. I don't know what's wrong with it though. That's really weird. Okay, so this is one of my last ones. Chords. So this just plays chords at you. Apparently, it just sorts the chord thing out for you. So if you want to, spend 50 quid and you don't.
Another one. I can't remember. There was another one that people are using. I can't remember what it was called.
Was it Cthulhu?
That sounds maybe.
Cthulhu's another big chord one. So I don't understand why it's come quiet. It's really annoying me. So yeah, we'll have a quick look at this if you guys can hear it properly, because I thought this was quite interesting.
And now our headphones are really loud. What have we done?
Well, because I turned up the headphones a minute ago. So that's easily worked out. Is it hardware? No, it's on plug-in booty, James.
$550 diverse instrument.
It just sounds like it's going to do your chord selection for you, isn't it? And it can. Oh, there you go. Oh, maybe it was just on that. Maybe it's just one weird bit then.
Huh.
Well, the levels aren't down. And if we push the levels any higher, it'll clip.
We'll watch.
Maybe it's the stream because I don't even know if it's happening or we'll watch the recording afterwards.
Oh, strange.
Yeah.
It must have just been that widget. Oh, I don't know.
Oh well. So
I don't know.
You get 315 inspirational chord and note samples, and that's, every single one of them is going to inspire you, is it?
Every single one.
It's a big thing. You get filters, chord samples to re-pitch up and down, time stretches, shifts, determine your fill with major, minor, root, and open categories. It's got an ADSR, it's got some chorus algorithms and stuff, it's got some basic effects on it.
Ooh, man.
Yeah, man, I mean, if you're really struggling with your music theory, I mean, I find I write better music when I just stop caring about it.
Yeah.
Like, literally, when I stop thinking about it. I think that because I'm not a racist.
Music theory is racist.
Yeah,
I find that if I think too much about, like, major harmony and I go, right, well, I'll go from a 1 to a 4 to a 6 and then back to a 2 and then my music just starts sounding really stale and shit, whereas if I don't think about it and then at the end try and write down what chord progression I've done, it's like, oh shit, I never would have thought about that. Yeah, it does. I think you can overthink these things.
Yeah, you might get a bit of creativity through limitations with these things. I'm not really hating on them as much as I used to because I've worked out how to make chords now. I was just bitchy about it because I didn't actually know how to do them, but I refused to buy this because I'm too fucking proud. But yeah, if you got 50 quid knocking around, it's down from 69, so you're saving 20 quid anyway, but it might just be a nice way.
So
if you're really
Cthulhu,
stuck behind it. Yeah, I don't know. Let's have a look.
comparison? Can you spell Cthulhu?
Always an easy to spell word. No. Where have I gone wrong?
I wouldn't be able to tell you.
No, it's definitely not Cuth, is it? I bet someone in the chat already knows how to spell Cthulhu.
C-H? T-C-T-H?
How did you know the right note? Have you heard that? It's a really old
Weather Report.
Yeah.
Fucking, it's Jaco Pastorius.
Yeah. All
How
right.
do I know that? Jesus.
He's the only person I know, right, where you try and work out if he listens to the same music as you, and he just gets aggressive. Like,
Of course I know it.
Cthulhu's 30 quid, so just get that.
Yeah,
apparently it's really good.
Yeah, I've heard more people use that than
Yeah. Well, you can have a look at that. That's by Exfer as well, and I like Exfer stuff.
Yeah.
But it's a music theory tool, so it is endemically racist.
It's just a new one now.
Yeah, exactly. Ban Exfer Records, apparently. No, please,
no,
I'm sorry,
don't.
Exfer Records. I love the OTT
Doodah,
thing.
Stevie Doodah. Doody Doodah.
Oh, it's got an extra. It's got so many. It's like. Do you know I can't spell rhythm either, even though.
Rahitham.
This looked interesting.
Coda de Coda.
So I'll finish with this.
Chordy one, isn't it?
It's not quite chordy. Well, yeah,
it's still a music theory tool, so it's
a
inherently
yeah.
racist.
Sorry, I've just gone. I am a fool. I've gone full white supremacy with my plugins.
No, I do watch that though. That new video
it'd be
is
really
interesting. It's not really just saying everyone's a racist.
No.
Music theory.
Although it's not far off. So this is a music analysis tool that does some of the things it appears to with mixed in key, but it gives you like piano roll with spectral view. I've got no idea what that would be for.
Just for like actually breaking it down and seeing what.
Yeah, it's
What's
got chord and structure recognition, so you can actually basically it'll pull apart a song and you can learn how to play it off it essentially.
So that'd be good for remixing, or it'd be good for learning tracks.
Yeah.
Like when I've done some session work before, if they're organised band, they'll give you the tabs and the sheet music.
Mm-hmm.
If they're not, they'll just send you the songs and say, "Can you learn these?"
Yeah, man.
And it's not the easiest thing to do.
So anything you can, yeah, I mean that's going to be really good. It's just backup, isn't it? For if you can't work out a certain bit on the keys, it'll just tell you exactly what's going on.
Is it?
Seems to be a lot more in audio analysis recently, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like, oh, and it's got a light dark theme as well that you'll like.
Yeah,
otherwise you wouldn't buy it.
Heathens.
So yeah, this is just. I thought it looked interesting. It's a nice pull apart, and you get isotope trash and new gem carbon
Whatever
bundle.
you decide to buy, yeah, you get carbon.
So children, it is 2 minutes past the hour
Let's
of
press 4. We'll go back to
Oh, should we do it?
full screen.
Yeah, it is 2 minutes past the hour of 4, and I think we'll make it a nice swift one today. 'cause I'm
Everton
quite
convert.
tired.
It does convert audio to
Yeah,
MIDI,
it
but it's
does.
not very good.
It's not.
It works.
It's not going to give you all the functionality that I think this is going to do, but it will. Yeah, it will.
It has 3 versions. It has drums, harmony,
and
or
melody.
melody. And it works. But if you actually wanted to know exactly what something was,
Yeah.
it wouldn't be very good at that.
Yeah, it will tell you what note it is, but this
Just
seems to
about,
pull apart. I
sometimes.
think it will probably give you some stuff on how it's played and stuff as well. Tell you
Also,
what,
the drums to MIDI
is
doesn't work from a track.
Yeah.
It works from drums.
Yeah.
And like the melody.
Drums to MIDI is really cool. Is if you're really shit at writing hi-hat lines and you just want to put the swing like, you can just do
Just
that, and then
extract it,
you can like record your actual just inbuilt speakers, and then you can get the MIDI to run to exactly that. That's really useful for that.
This
But
is
yeah,
more of like
maybe
a
Ableton
deeper-
11, everything that's on plugin boutique will just be built
in
into
there.
Ableton, and Ableton will just borg out.
Ableton will just do everything apart from comping, just to piss Tim off.
Yeah. Or no. What would be worse is it'll do comping, but it'll just be like so bad, like almost unusable.
Funny as well.
So yeah, we that's the end of my plugins. We'll drop all the links in. At the moment, we have. Hang on, I'll just quickly bang this on the screen as well.
Banging on the old screen.
In on a.
Where's your,
I wanted to go to the actual.
Yeah, where's your
It's alright. I
page?
can click on the donate thing on this.
Oh.
So
Whilst playing it really loud.
yeah, just fire it at people. Sorry about that, guys. There we go. So I am doing a suicide prevention memorial EP, as I said before.
Thursday was.
Yeah, so it's up to stream on SoundCloud on Thursday. I'm running the charity thing for the whole month, and yeah, so thank you very much for the people who have donated so far. That's fucking awesome to have got to 55 quid so far, because I've not really had chance to push it or anything.
Yeah.
So this is just very, very good people who reached out to the scant promotion I did, and I'm already a quarter of the way
I pushed it
there.
out a bit on Thursday, which was Suicide
Yeah.
Awareness Day.
So yeah, basically we want to make
Wednesday.
sure we're doing everything we can, or something at least all the time, that we can stop stuff like this happening. So yeah, please, I'll drop the link into the if you want to donate, it'd be absolutely fantastic. You get the EP, I'll send it out as part of the thank you note on the 1st of October when we've run it all. But yeah, so you get a you heard a little sneak peek there, because I can't control a computer not at all. But yeah, it'd be really nice to get some more names on that. Really appreciative to the people who've done it so far. I do work with Buckinghamshire Mind as well, and they're a really cool charity. So yeah, please do donate. I'll put the link in the EP. But I think that's pretty much everything.
Bang,
from
bang,
us.
bang.
We've got loads of new music in the work again. We started making music again because we took a moment off like everything else, just because
everything. Life's
really hard at the moment. Look at my fucking neck. His back. It's a fucking nightmare. So yeah, essentially, we've had a really nice time having you, as always. This has been STONXCAST Season 2, Episode 5. And shall I 6 it? It's 6.
Yeah, let's do it.
Alright, bye everyone.
Nice. Is it 6 or is it 5?
I was already doing the thing.
I think it's 5. Press 5. 6
I don't know.
ends it.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Oh!